All right, hello, welcome to The Hill. We start off with this. Did you see this? Some news about the news. And we are thrilled and excited to share it with you. Check out this headline right here. NewsNation to host 4th 2024 Republican presidential primary debate on December 6th, 8 o'clock Eastern. Hello to the panel, just 26 days away, Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Elizabeth Vargas, Megyn Kelly, Eliana Johnson. This is a big deal. I mean, 4th debate right before we sort of break for the holidays, and these Republican candidates, I guess lots of questions here going forward about how do they attack this, who might be on the stage, what's their strategy?
Very impressive women. If I must say so myself, Elizabeth Vargas, I know she's NewsNation, so I may be biased, but she did a fantastic job holding RFK Jr. accountable and really making a lot of the news, including that he was open to running as a third party before it happened. So I'm very impressed with the women that we have as our lineup. And I think Megyn Kelly actually humanized Donald Trump the most of any interviews. So as I understand, he said today that he's not going to attend until he is. So I hope he's thinking about it. We're going to have a lot of fun.
What do you, if you're these candidates, right? What's the strategy going forward here, Brad, the next
Well, the strategy
3.5
is you're
weeks?
trying to distinguish yourselves, A, from the pack, and then B, from Donald Trump. And I think you're starting to see Nikki Haley do A. I think she's starting to distinguish herself from the pack. I think DeSantis has woken up a little bit, changed a little bit of his debate strategy. You see him now going after Trump on hardcore. Nikki Haley is gaining some points because of her experience in foreign policy, and the conflicts we're seeing in Ukraine and the Middle East have really given her a platform to showcase her bona fides in that regard, and I think it's diminishing a lot of some of the other folks. But I do think none of this matters if Donald Trump's not in it. I hope Donald Trump chooses to get in the NewsNation debate. I think it'd be a great one to watch. But until these candidates really find a way to convince Trump's base that he's not right this time around, which I thought was an interesting argument from some of the debaters, like he was a great president at the right time, Nikki Haley said that. But this time it's different. And so until they can nail that with his base and start really moving numbers, I mean, these debates are great, and they're great to watch, but I don't think they're going to make much of a difference.
So the tough part, I think, for these candidates is I've heard it explained to me, all of these recent debates, as watching The Sixth Sense for the second time, where you kind of know what's going to happen. You know that Donald Trump is going to be the nominee, but you got to sit through the full movie anyway. And so
But they're moving up because you don't know what's going to come down the road. I mean, we all see the polls, obviously, but...
So I think what they need to do mostly is make it seem like Donald Trump is not inevitable, because that is the word that comes to people's mind when they think of Trump, that he is inevitable. So I think that Ron DeSantis working hard to get the Kim Reynolds endorsement and doing other things before the debate to make them seem actually like they are capable of taking on Donald Trump.
You need to hit 6% in the polling, and then there's a threshold for the amount of donors. Who do you think we see up there, and what do you think they need to do between now and then?
That's where this one might be a little bit different, because Trump was never going to show up with 9 people on the stage, right? He might show up with 2 or 3.
You think so?
And that's about what you're looking at. My guess is that's the last we've seen of Vivek Ramaswamy, thank goodness. Burgum, is Larry Elder still running?
No. I mean, it's Chris Christie, Tim Scott. Can they start pulling enough support? Is Vivek Ramaswamy going to hang around there?
Listen, a debate with just Nikki Haley and Ron DeSantis doesn't make much sense, including to Donald Trump, because it's too much attention on just those two. So if it's just down to those two, Trump might actually show up for this one.
All right. Thank you for watching. And make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.